Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is CraftyRia. I got this Dino and Friends pack from Echo Park Paper in their big mystery box during their warehouse sale, and I decided I would make some cards out of it. We'll see how many different cards we can get out of this one paper pack. So let's see what I have put together for you. First of all, I have the paper pack, and this is one of those big 2.5 gallon zipper storage bags, and it's perfect because everything fits inside. So we have the paper pack, and I'll go through it real fast with you. I do have another video where I show it in detail, but let's see what this paper pack has. All right. So we have this first page of these cut-aparts, and we can make 12 cards out of this. That would be pretty awesome. And then we have this. There's 6 of these, and I think we can make 6 larger cards out of this. And this is the sticker pack, sticker page, so we can use this as embellishments on some of the cards. And then we have this dinosaur page, and the back is some green polka dots. And then we have small dinosaurs and some big polka dots on the back. And we have dinosaurs on what looks like sand or dirt, and palm trees on the back. Then we have some more dinosaurs. These remind me of Dino from the Flintstones. Then we have dinosaur footprints on the back of that one. And then we have some dinosaur eggs. And then this is like a brown dirt. I call it dirt. Ground, I guess you could say, might sound better. Then a bunch of dinosaur words. And then this can be used as sky or water or just as a pattern paper in the background. And we have all these dots that match the different patterns in the pack. And then this plaid on the back. And then smaller dots. And then this X pattern on the back. And then this multicolored plaid. I absolutely love this one. And some of these don't even have to be used for dinosaurs. And this has some stars in circles. And then a striped paper. And then this wide stripe. Okay, so we have that to start with. And then I went through my stash, and I pulled out a few things that I thought went well with it. I took some 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and I found some of these colors that I thought went pretty well with the pack. I've got some craft and some orange and this green and this like darker orange. And then I found some 6 by 6 cardstock in different colors that also I think complement well. These can be used for mats. I've got some red and orange and some different blues and like a blue-green and just some different colors that I thought went well with the color palette. Let me pull this one up to the front so you can kind of see it better. Have a couple of ribbons. I have this green and blue ribbon. It's kind of sheer, but I thought it kind of went with some of the designs in there. And then this ribbon here I thought went with it. And then I found these in a scrap bin. I got these as free samples from Upholstery, and I think a lot of them kind of match the colors pretty well, and I thought that this zigzag pattern looked really neat with it too, especially that color. I thought that went well with it as well. So I have some of those. Then I have this pack of buttons, Woodland Park by October Afternoon, and I thought those colors looked really good too. Since these might be more of a boyish card, you know, more boyish cards, I didn't want to use so many flowers, but I thought maybe buttons would be pretty good as an embellishment. So I'm going to put all these small embellishments back in this big paper or plastic bag just to keep them all handy. And I also made a bunch of card bases. I have white, and then I made some card bases out of some of that same coordinating cardstock that I could use as a basis if I wanted to. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see which ones I pick. So I keep those. This is just a Kleenex box or a store brand tissue box. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I think I'll start with these and make these into cards. So I'm going to start by cutting this apart, and this will make 12 cards. Move some of my stuff over. All right. So this should make 12 cards. I will cut it apart and I will be right back. And there we go. It's cut apart. So we have 12 little pieces to make cards out of, and the back was what the front was. So I probably wouldn't be using the back anyway. So I have to decide which one I think I'll do first, and I think we'll do 1 or 2 cards in this video and then we'll go to another video. I do have an idea for this one. I thought that would be one of my hardest ones to do since it's a journaling card, but I've got a great idea for that. This one and this one, these. I think these would be cards in and of themselves without a whole lot of extra embellishments. This one is more like a background paper. I could maybe cut him out of the back or use the front. I'm not sure what I'll do with this, so that's going to be my not sure pile. This I think I need to add something to. I could also use that as a design element, but I would need to add to this. I would need to add something to her, a sentiment or something, and then also something to that. So these I will put aside because I'll have to add something to them. And this obviously I'm going to have to add something to this. I think for my next video I'm going to adjust my lighting. I thought it was light, but it's kind of washed out. So when I cut this out, it's not exactly even on all 4 sides. There's more, you know, trim on one side than the others. So I'm going to even that up. I have my handy dandy little Cricut, and I'm just going to take a sliver off of this side and then a sliver off the top. What happens sometimes when you trim things, they don't always come out perfect. Okay, so that looks a little bit better. It's not measured, but it's pretty darn close. Let me organize my desk over here a little bit. Put those over there. I have my matting stuff here, and I'm going to go right into my sticker sheet. I'm going to put this sheet on the bottom since we're going to do that whole sheet later. Now I've been kind of eyeing these things up a little bit, and I think that this here, Roar Means I Love You and Dinosaur, would look good on matted on here. So that is about 2¼ inches, and I think, see that? I think it's going to work out great on there. It's about the same size. So I'm going to just go ahead and take it off of there. And yeah, see, I think that's going to look really good. And I think I'm just, since it's already sticky on the back, I think I'm just going to go ahead and stick it down. I'm going to turn it upside down, so I can kind of get an idea of how I want it to stick down. How far up. I think I'll go all the way to the, cover all that white space up at the top. There we go. There. So now we have one card background ready. So let's pick what background color I want it to be. I kind of like this blue because the dinosaur is blue, but then it's going to need some more contrast in there. So let me see what I have in my big pack. Actually, let me see. Okay, let's see. I've got a dark green background, which definitely brings out that green stripe, although it might be too busy. I'll put that aside. That's a thought. Again, a lot of these patterns are going to be too busy. All right, let me see what I can find in my more plain colors. I don't have that green. I really like that green to go as a background. What if I put a blue in between? No, that'll blend in too well. I don't know. Okay, what if I put this on a white? It's hard to tell. I think I like it on the blue. This is going to be harder than I thought it was going to be. Or what if I used nope. Because I see this. That I think would look good with it if I used that as an embellishment, as like a piece of ribbon, but I don't like it as good. Okay, I definitely like this. I like it on this background, but maybe not on the blue, maybe on the white. This is a very hard decision. What's on the back of this? What am I cutting up? I'm cutting up dinosaurs. All right, I'm going to do this. So I'm going to cut it this way so I don't cut into too many of the dinosaurs. So I'm going to cut it this way, and I could get two green backgrounds and an embellishment out of this. So I need to make this be about a little less than 4 1/4, maybe 4 1/8, because the card is 4 1/4. And that way that saves a lot of that dinosaur print. And then this way it is 5 1/2, so I'm going to make it 5 3/8. And then I have this piece, which I can use that, or I can use the dinosaurs. So let's see what we have here. Burnish my cards down very good. Okay, so I have that, and then I have this on it. I might pop this up and add an embellishment to that. So let's see what I have to add to it. I have some of these, but these are all too thick. I do have some buttons that I could add, maybe a few buttons down in this corner. So let's see what kind of buttons that goes. I could do a button there. And I could add just a few buttons. I think I would pop this piece up and then maybe just go with 3 buttons down here. Maybe that light blue. I think that's what I will do. Okay, I've made up my mind, and that is how it's going to be. All right, now if this was a live show, I bet you guys would be telling me, do it this way and do it that way. Okay. And that's not straight at all. I'm going to put my bone folder right underneath that and try to unstick it. Add a little extra adhesive since I took some of it off. And I'll get a new card back, card base. There we go. Let's see if I can be a little straighter. I line up that top right corner and the bottom left corner. There we go. I line up that and that before I stick it down. And then I have that. I have some foam squares here. These foam squares I get at the Dollar Tree, and mine has not had them for a while. And I'm just going to cut them into quarters. So I have 4 little squares. I love these because they are not very thick. So it really doesn't add a lot of thickness to your card if you're going to send it in an envelope. I almost said in an elephant. In an envelope. But it does add a little bit of dimension, which is great. There we go. I'm looking at the side to see how many rows of dots I have on each side, just to kind of help eyeball it a little bit better so it lines up. And then I will put this guy there. I'm going to have the buttons, the holes go opposite directions, just to add a little bit of interest. And let me see what I have to stick those down with. I have some of these glue dots. I don't know if you can hear my dog being a freak out there. He's probably going to bark in a minute. He's playing with the bird. Not really playing with the bird's in a cage. And he is antagonizing the bird. I decided I'm going to make all of these dots go the same direction. There we go. The bird gets on the bottom of his cage. He's an African gray, and he makes a funny noise that drives the dog bonkers. And the dog goes over to him. The bird is Crichton and the dog is Jonah. Jonah goes over to Crichton and it just freaks him out. One time they got into a spat. Crichton was in his cage and Jonah managed to practically bite one of his toes off, one of Crichton's toes off. All is well, his toe is okay. He just doesn't have a toenail on that toe. He climbs around and does everything just fine. Anyway, there is card number 1 done. Real easy. It took just a few minutes. And what I'm going to do is end this video here. Since it took me a while to show you everything, I'm going to kind of clean up my mess here a little bit. And then I will be back with more videos showing you more cards that I make with this kit. I hope you come back and join me. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up if you like what you see, and leave me a comment below. I really appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.